Hello everybody. Today I'm here to explain you some facts about the car, something which you must know if you're a car enthusiast or a car owner. So I think most of the car manufacturers as well as mechanics say that you have to warm up your car before you go on a long ride or push it to its maximum extent. So why is it? So what is warm up really? Is it heating the engine? Today I am inside a car and I will be explaining you what actually is warm up and its benefits. So what can you expect from a warmed up car? Before getting into the actual content, I will be explaining you some of the basics. See, an engine needs a lubrication system to lubricate all the surfaces because they are moving parts. They build up friction, and if friction is more, then the result will be the damage, right? So we have to grease it with some of the substance so that the friction can be reduced. So it wants a very good lubrication system. In cars, I'm talking only about cars. My scope is only cars today. So you have two types of lubrication system. That is mainly wet sump and dry sump. So dry sump, we won't be discussing about the dry sump because yes, the concept can be applied to dry sump lubrication system as well. But I'm mainly focus is on wet sump because most of the normal cars like normal hatchbacks, normal sedans, what we want, this class of cars, this range of cars has wet sump lubrication system. But that dry sump lubrication system, it is more efficient, but it is used only in those performance cars and those luxury cars which are a bit costlier. So I'm talking about wet sump lubrication system. So in wet sump lubrication system, we have, see, for a car engine, I'm say 1.5 liter engine, that is 1500 cc, we put around nearly 4 liter of engine oil. Where will the engine oil be stored? It has a oil pan where the oil will be stored just right below. The oil pan is right below your pistons. I mean, right below your cylinder head. That is below your crankshaft. There is an oil pan, and the oil will be taken from the oil pan and sprayed to all these things like piston and all, piston, oil ring and all. So this is the basic thing of an lubrication system. And coming to the main concept, why you should not rave hard as soon as you start your vehicle from. I mean, you cold start your vehicle. Why should you not rave hard? So the main reason behind it is, see, when you rave hard, engine speed will be very high. So when the engine speed is very high, the piston will be moving, doing its oscillatory motion in a very speedy manner, and it is thirsty. The engine needs fuel as well as oil because when you park your vehicle for a long time, all the oil from this piston and piston rings as well as the oil ring will be drained into the oil pan. So it is dry now. The oil ring is dry. But when you rave it hard, the engine speed will be very high. So it is thirsty of oil. It wants oil to grease the surfaces so that the movement will be easier. But your engine has no oil because it is started just now. So engine is thirsty, and this will cause more heat to be produced because of more friction, as well as more friction is equal to more heat. That is equal to resulting damage. So your piston, the gap between the piston and the cylinder, it will get warmed up. It will have more wear and tear. So the first thing, why you should warm up your engine is, when you warm up your engine, the engine will circulate the oil in a proper manner, and the oil will be circulated everywhere on the pistons and the surfaces of the cylinder and all, so that when you rave it hard, so the engine is ready to rave, the engine is ready to roar, so it can easily pick up oil from the oil pan and easily circulate, so that there will be no resulting damage for the engine. So the first thing, if you are a real car enthusiast or if you are a real car owner, you should take care of the engine. You should not force it to do something. And the second and the most important thing is that if you have a turbocharged engine, so you will have a turbocharger in it, and turbocharger's main principle is that it uses the kinetic energy of the exhaust gas molecules, the smoke molecules which is coming out of the exhaust manifold, to force more air into the intake manifold. So more air into the intake manifold, the result will be more air fuel ratio, and the result will be more power produced. So this is the basic principle of the turbocharger. But as soon as you start your vehicle, the exhaust gas particles will not contain that much kinetic energy, and it has no pressure in it. So if the pressure of the exhaust gas is less, turbocharger cannot usually force more air into the engine. This is common. But if you want your engine to go, say, 6,500 RPM, if you want the turbocharger, yes, you want the turbocharger to produce more power, you want engine to produce more power, then the struggle will be from the turbocharger. It should struggle to force more air because there is no input for it. How can it produce output? So it will struggle a lot. So if it struggles a lot, the result will be more damage. It will start getting damaged easily. So you may say, actually, if I'm owning a car from 2 years, since 2 years, but I'm not following all these things, but my car is running fine. Yes, it may run fine. Please, it may produce the power. It may run fine, but one or the other day, the result will be a damage, and you should have. So if your turbocharger fails, then you should pay lots of money to get it repaired. So this is the main thing which you have to do. If you have a turbocharger, you would have seen that sticker as well. They have written the warning: don't start driving your car as soon as you start the engine. Please wait for 20 to 30 seconds. They would have written. The reason is to build up the exhaust pressure so that the turbocharger can easily, without any restrictions, it can easily force more air into the engine vehicle. And if you have a diesel engine, so you must know that diesel engine fuel injectors are there to pass fuel more to the engine. I mean, it has compressed ignition system, not spark ignition. So it wants more and more heat energy to be stored in the engine so that it can run fine. So you will have glow plug. You will not have glow plug in your petrol vehicles. You will have glow plug only in your diesel vehicles because diesel engine needs more heat energy to be stored inside the engine so that it can run well. It main principle of diesel engine is that it has compressed ignition. It wants heat to ignite that fuel. It has no spark plug. It has no electric discharge so that it can ignite the fuel. So the main thing here is in diesel engine is you must have enough heat energy. So you should start the vehicle, leave it for 2 to 3 minutes. The engine is heated up, and you can drive wherever you want. You can drive it hard, and you can do stunts, anything. Now I will be showing you. I'm inside a car, and I will be showing you how it works. See, this is I'm in my car, and we have not started the car since a very long time. So if I start the vehicle, this will be a pure cold start. So I will start the vehicle. It is in neutral. See, you can see the RPM. I will mute it. You can see the RPM. It is nearly, wait, it is nearly 1000. It is around 900. So this is optimum. Okay, so actually it should be nearly 1,500. I think the engine is not that cold. It is quite a bit warmed up, so it is nearly nearly 900 RPM, which is optimum. In 750 RPM is optimum for an idling engine. So this is in this way. But you can see the temperature gauger. It is in its lowest position, 50. So the engine is not warmed. The optimum temperature is 90 degrees Celsius. So I will rev it. So you can rev it. 6,500 RPM. 6,500 RPM redlining. If you do in this manner, what all the things which I explained, so that will be going inside your engine. The oil, the engine is thirsty, but I am revving it hard. It is struggling a lot. It is struggling a lot to go to produce that power. So this should not be done. So a car enthusiast, the worst thing which a car enthusiast can expect is blowing up their engine. So that will be the resulting consequence. So you should not. See now. As soon as I revved it, or I'm keeping the car in the idling position, the temperature gauge is rising slowly. See, it is nearly 60 degrees Celsius, and as soon as it goes into the 90 degrees Celsius, I can do whatever I want. I can rev the engine, I can do anything. So the engine is ready to take up all the challenges which I give. So but now it is not ready, so I have to wait. This car is not turbocharged. This is a purely naturally aspirated engine. It is a small engine, so it is taking very less time to get heated up. See, it is rising slowly. It is nearly 70 degrees Celsius, and as soon as it goes into 90 degrees Celsius, I can do whatever I want. See, as I told, the car's now the engine temperature is nearly 90 degrees Celsius, and you can see I said that it may go up to nearly 750 RPM, but it is nearly 550 RPM. See, and the engine sound, you cannot even hear the engine sound. See, this is actually 1,40,000 kilometers on the road, and you cannot hear the engine sound actually. So it is that smooth. So that is because it has warmed up the engine. The engine is warmed now, and the RPM is optimum. So all are working fine. Engine is not feeling that much struggle, and if you rev the engine, it will easily rev to 6,500. Can easily rev, and but this car has no soft limiter, so you should not actually push it beyond 5,000 RPM. So you should not. But for the just to show how it works, I'm doing the same. So this is how what actually happens when you warm up the engine. So why you should avoid the things which I have already told. So this is the main thing. I have showed it practically as well as I have explained it theoretically. And if you felt that this video is actually really helpful for you to maintain your car in a proper manner and to save money, please do like, share with your friends who have a car and who are a car owner, who is a car owner, and who is a car enthusiast. So share with them, and like my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and please support me. And if you have an electric car, if you are an electric car owner, then I have nothing to say. Goodbye.